Okay, you are live.
Great, thank you. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our October 29th virtual ART meeting. We have a couple items, or one item for intro and determination today, but on our agenda you'll find noted 2 minor modifications that were approved by staff, but information included in your packet, as well as noted on the agenda. And we don't need to take any further action on that item. We do have minutes from October the 15th. And I will make a recommendation of approval for those unless anybody has any modifications that they need to make to those. Not seeing anybody. So with that motion, could I get a second for those? And then we'll call the roll.
I'll second.
Thank you, Sean. Rachel?
Yes.
Thank you. Chad?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
And Sean?
Yep.
Great, thank you. So we have, as I mentioned, we have 1 case for introduction and determination, and Chase is going to present that. It's for the Town Place Suites located at 5155 Upper Metro. So go ahead, Chase.
Okay. Yeah, so as was mentioned, this is a request for review and approval of a minor project review for the installation of 2 new signs at the Town Place Suites Hotel in the Bridge Street District. The 1.7 acre site is highlighted in yellow here on your screen. You'll see it's on the south side of Upper Metro Place, west of the intersection with France Road. So this is the proposed ground sign. It is proposed at 23.75 square feet, where code permits ground signs to be a maximum of 24 square feet in size. The height is proposed at 7 feet from established grade to the top of the sign, where code permits a maximum height of 8 feet. The sign is constructed of a routed aluminum panel backed with a polycarbonate material. It'll be 2 colors, black and white, and the base itself will be a cool gray color. The sign is internally illuminated using white LEDs, and the applicant provided landscape details in your packet and is proposing a series of low-grow shrubs around the base. Outlined in the green box is the proposed location of the ground signs. So code requires that these be set back a minimum of 8 feet from the right-of-way. In this case, there is a 20-foot easement along Upper Metro Place. So this is located 21 feet, approximately 21 feet from the right-of-way. And then this is the proposed wall sign. So this is technically what is called a building identification wall sign. So per code, single tenant buildings 3 or more stories in height are permitted a identification wall sign. So these are permitted to be a maximum of 1/2 square foot in size per linear foot of the elevation that they're attached to. So they are permitted, though, at a maximum size of 100 square feet. In this case, the sign is proposed at approximately 95 square feet in size and 66 feet in height. This one will also be internally illuminated with white LEDs and is just 1 color, a carbon black color. And then this is the north elevation. You can see outlined in the blue box is the proposed building identification sign. And this was reviewed against all applicable criteria. And staff is recommending approval with no conditions. I'm happy to answer any questions you all may have. And the applicant is also in attendance today. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Chase. Does the applicant have anything else they want to add to the presentation or discussion?
Lisa, day-night sign. No, we have nothing else to add. I think Chase covered the project scope pretty well. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Chase, I just have a quick question, maybe on the site plan, just to show where the ground sign is in relation to the wall sign on the building, just for my own reference.
Yeah, so let's see. So the wall sign will actually be mounted approximately, it's pretty centrally located, a little bit further to the east than the west, but approximately in this, if you can see my cursor.
Yep, okay.
Hey,
Okay,
Chase.
Go ahead, Rach, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask then related to that, looks like there's another access point that might be cut off from this illustration. Is there going to be like a directional sign or something to help wayfinding for that other driveway? Curious.
I don't know if the staff did not receive any directional sign details, but if the applicant has any of those details to share,
At this time, I don't believe that our scope of work covers anything additional to the monument sign and the wall sign. A directional sign has not been proposed at this time.
Okay, just curious.
And Chase, there's no provision like in some of areas of Bridge Street where you have to have signs on different elevations or different frontages?
that's correct. In this case, it could be a combination of the two different sign types.
Okay, great. Does anybody else have any questions? Go down the line just to make sure. Sean, shaking your head no, I think.
I'm good.
Okay, Brad,
No.
Bill, you have any questions or concerns?
No.
Chad, do you have any?
Nothing.
Sure. Rachel, do you have anything further? Or your questions
Oh.
answered?
All set. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so with that, there's no conditions of approval, so I will make a recommendation of approval with no conditions. If I could have a second, and then we'll call the roll on that case.
I'll second.
Thank you, Brad. Rachel,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Chad,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
and Sean.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Lisa. You guys have approval for your signs. So you can proceed to the sign permitting part of this process, and look forward to seeing those installed on your building.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I don't have anything further. There's nothing else additional on our agenda. So we will be adjourned, and I will let Nikki deal with all the live streaming. So everybody hang on for 1 second.